Hello student, welcome to chemistry class. And student, as you are knowing that we have started third chapter that is electrochemistry, and we have finished definition of electrochemistry, Ohm's law, resistivity, conductivity, conductance, and if factor affecting metallic conductance, factor affecting electrolytic conductance. Then we finish the measurement of conductance, then molar conductivity, okay, and then we completed the variation of molar conductivity and conductivity with the concentration using the Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation. Then we will see the next topic, Clausius law, and also I defined this Clausius law in the yesterday video, okay. However, I will revise this. According to Clausius law, molar conductivity of a weak electrolyte is the sum of conductivities of इंडिविजुअल आयंस। कहने का मतलब है कि अगर हमें किसी वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट की कंडक्टिविटी, मोलर कंडक्टिविटी अगर पता करनी है तो उसमें कितने आयन हैं, उन आयंस की इंडिविजुअल मोलर कंडक्टिविटीज़ को जोड़ देंगे तो हमें जो है कि मोलर कंडक्टिविटी पता लग जाएगी। आयंस की इंडिविजुअल कंडक्टिविटी को सम अप कर देंगे तो हमें मोलर कंडक्टिविटी मिल जाएगी, जो कि हमें वेरिएशन ग्राफ से पता नहीं चल पा रहा था एग्जैक्टली। तो उसके लिए क्लॉस ने एक रूल बनाया कि जो मोलर कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ सॉल्यूशन होती है वो सम ऑफ द कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ व्हाट, कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल आयंस इन द सॉल्यूशन। अब ये इस लॉ को हम कंपेयर कर सकते हैं डाल्टन्स लॉ से कि किसी भी सिलेंडर में अगर गैस भरी हुई है, डिफरेंट टाइप के गैसेस हैं, तो एक पर्टिकुलर गैसेस के जो पार्शियल प्रेशर है उनको अगर सम कर दें तो सिलेंडर में टोटल मिक्सचर का प्रेशर हमें पता लग जाएगा। तो जैसे अब एग्ज़ाम्पल हम ले लेते हैं। एग्ज़ाम्पल हमारे पास है, सपोज कि AlCl3 कोई इलेक्ट्रोलाइट है, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे ये Al3 प्लस एंड 3Cl माइनस में जुड़ गई। अब इसकी हमें मोलर कंडक्टिविटी पता करनी है। अगर ये जीरो बना है मतलब स्टैंडर्ड मोलर कंडक्टिविटी, यानी मोलर कंडक्टिविटी इन स्टैंडर्ड कंडीशन, कोई टेम्परेचर प्रेशर वहाँ पे मेंशन है, उसमें जो मोलर कंडक्टिविटी है उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, उसको हम बोलेंगे स्टैंडर्ड मोलर कंडक्टिविटी। तो अब स्टैंडर्ड मोलर कंडक्टिविटी चाहे निकालना हो चाहे मोलर कंडक्टिविटी निकालना हो, क्या होगा, ये कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम प्लस 3 कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ क्लोराइड है, या हम इसको ऐसे अनस्टैंडर्ड कंडीशन में भी लिख सकते हैं, 3 प्लस 3 लैम्डा Cl माइनस, ओके। तो इस तरह से हम किसी भी इलेक्ट्रोलाइट का मोलर कंडक्टिविटी पता कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। चलिए नोट डाउन कर लीजिए। हम फिर नेक्स्ट आते हैं एप्लीकेशन ऑफ, तो हमने ये बता दिया था क्लॉसियस लॉ क्या है। अब हम लोग जानेंगे एप्लीकेशन ऑफ क्लॉसियस लॉ। एप्लीकेशन ऑफ एप्लीकेशन ऑफ राउस लॉ। ओके, तो यहाँ पे हम राउस लॉ के एप्लीकेशन को जानेंगे। इसमें पहला है कि पहला है डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ मोलर कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ weak electrolyte at infinite डायल्यूशन। ठीक है, इनफाइनाइट डायल्यूशन पे किसी भी अगर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट की हमें कंडक्टिविटी पता करनी है तो हम यहाँ पे पता कर सकते हैं क्लोज लॉ से। इसके लिए हम एग्जांपल लेते हैं। ठीक है, कि हमें एस्टिक एसिड की पता करनी है। सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल we have to know molar conductivity of acetic acid at infinite dilution with the help of molar conductivities of HCl and sodium acetate CH3CONA and NaCl कहने का मतलब है कि हमें मोलर कंडक्टिविटी पता करनी है इनफाइनाइट डायल्यूशन पे एस्टिक एसिड की, और उसके लिए हमारे पास हेल्प के रूप में क्या है, हमें सोडियम HCl और सोडियम एसिटेट और NaCl की जो है कि मोलर कंडक्टिविटी दी हुई है। अब इस चीज़ को हम कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे, अब इसको हम देख लेते हैं। यहाँ पे पहले हम जो हमारा मेन टारगेट है उसको ड्रॉ करेंगे। यहाँ पे हमारा पहला टारगेट क्या है कि CH3 मोलर कंडक्टिविटी COOH की चाहिए, और इसके लिए CH3COO माइनस चाहिए और हमें चाहिए H प्लस चाहिए। ये जो है कि हमें चाहिए, और इसके लिए हमारे पास क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं। इसके लिए हमारे पास है, पहला तो है हमारे पास HCl, इसकी मोलर कंडक्टिविटी यहाँ से हमें मिलेगा लैम्डा H प्लस और लैम्डा Cl माइनस। दूसरा हमारे पास है NaCl, तो यहाँ से हमें मिलेगा लैम्डा Na प्लस एंड लैम्डा Cl माइनस। ओके, इसके बाद हमारे पास नेक्स्ट है सोडियम एसीटेट। और सोडियम एसीटेट, देन वी हैव लैम्डा CH3COO Na and its conductivity CH3COO minus plus lambda Na plus. We have to use all these three equations to get this one. Okay, to get this one. How will we get this? Okay, how will we get this? For this we have to add this 2 and then subtract this one. Okay, this way we can find out the acetic acid. Thus the molar conductivity of CH3COOH equal to molarity of, first of all, this conductivity of CH3COO minus plus Na plus, then plus lambda H plus and plus lambda Cl minus, then minus lambda Na plus in one bracket and minus lambda Cl minus. Okay, from this minus, this one will be cut out, this one will be cut out, then you will get the CH3COOH plus. Now the complete equation will be what? Then the complete equation will be means we have added this one and then subtracted. Then the molar conductivity of CH3COOH will be molar conductivity of CH3COO Na plus molar conductivity of HCl minus molar conductivity of NaCl. This way we can calculate the molar conductivity of what? Molar conductivity of acetic acid. Okay, once again you can understand. First of all, we have to set the target. As the example, it is asked to determine the molar conductivity of acetic acid. Then we dissociated acetate ion plus H plus ion. This one is the target. And here the molar conductivity of HCl, NaCl and sodium acetate has been given. Then with the help of these we have to get this target. So we have to manage or adding, subtracting in such a way that we get finally this one. For this we added equation 1 and 3. Okay, added equation 1 plus 3 and minus 2. Then we get the CH3COOH plus here. Okay. Thus the finally it means molar conductivity of sodium acetate plus HCl minus molar conductivity of NaCl. Okay. This way we can calculate the or determine the molar conductivities of any weak electrolyte. Now determination of degree of dissociation. Next our topic application is determination of degree of association of weak electrolyte. Degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte. Next second one is the determination of degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte. And we know that alpha is used for degree of dissociation and degree of association. That is the molar conductivity at given concentration to the molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Molar conductivity at a given concentration upon molar conductivity of at infinite dilution. Next one is the determination of dissociation constant. Third one is the determination of dissociation constant at constant of weak electrolyte. These topics are related from the chemical equilibrium. With the help of chemical equilibrium you can understand this also. Okay. Then as you know that K is equal to what? K is equal to C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. Now you have to put the value of this from this equation. C into upon at given concentration and at infinite dilution, then 1 minus okay. Now you have to solve this. You can make easy. You can write this like the C molar conductivity at given concentration square upon molar conductivity square upon lambda m molar conductivity at infinite dilution minus lambda m at given concentration upon it will be we have taken LCM. Okay, now this will be cut. Now the equation will be, you have noted this one. Okay, now the final equation will be K is equal to Cm square by lambda m naught minus lambda m minus molar conductivity at given concentration. This is the final formula. Okay. Now we can determine the solubility of sparingly soluble salt. What we have done here, once again you can see here, this is the formula of dissociation constant. You have learned in the chemical equilibrium also. C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha is equal to C. Then you put the value of alpha. Value of alpha is the molar conductivity at given concentration upon molar conductivity at infinite dilution. This is the square. Okay. Then 1 minus, here is the molar conductivity at given concentration, molar conductivity at infinite dilution. Then we take in the LCM, then cut down this, then the final formula is this. You have noted down. Now we see the next application. Next application is that molar determination of solubility. Next fourth application, determination of molar conductivity of sparingly soluble salt. That is the molar conductivity. It will be 1000 into K upon molarity. Okay, you can write here concentration also, or similarly this one is also, or solubility you can say. Same formula for the solubility also. Then solubility is equal to BBT solubility, but here is not clear. Yes, I will erase this one. Okay, solubility is equal to what? K into 1000 upon molar conductivity at infinite dilution. This way we can calculate the solubility of sparingly soluble salt. Okay. Now we will see the some numerical based on all these formulas. Then we'll proceed our next topic, that is the electrochemical cell and electrolytic cell. Okay. Question is that first of all we see the question. The molar conductivity of you can write down this question, very important question. We can use all the formula in this equation also. Okay. Question is that molar conductivity of of 0.025 mole per liter methanoic acid is 46.1 centimeter square per mole okay, per mole. And calculate the degree of dissociation. Calculate the degree of dissociation and dissociation constant and dissociation constant. Okay, here two things are given. At a given concentration, means first of all we will write in given molarity is given 0.025 mole per liter. Then at given concentration, molar conductivity is given 46.1 centimeter square per mole. Then we have to calculate value of alpha and value of K. Before that, we have need of infinite molar conductivity at infinite dilution also. Okay. For calculating the molar conductivity at infinite dilution, it is also given something or more. One thing you can add some more is given also. Given in question, given what conductivity of H plus, and that is at infinite dilution, that is 349.6 centimeter square, 6 centimeter square per mole, and molar conductivity at infinite dilution CH3 state ion is given 54.6 centimeter square per mole. Okay. Now with the help of this we can calculate the value of molar conductivity of acetic acid at infinite dilution by adding the H plus and CH3 COO minus, and then the value will be 349.6 plus 54.6 and 34.49.6 is equal to 54.6, 12, 15, 7, 8 and 3. Then the molar conductivity will be how much? 385.2 centimeter square per mole. Okay. Now we have available molar conductivity at infinite dilution, and we have molar conductivity at given concentration, and this is the at given concentration. This is the in question 46.1 centimeter square and mole per. Okay, then you can calculate alpha from here. Value molar conductivity at given concentration and molar conductivity at infinite dilution. The value is given 46.1 upon 358.6 Okay, 358.2. Now you calculate this, the value will be in the point, and this will be 0.0114, 0.0114. It is the value of 3.49.6, 12, 13. Yes, it is right. Here is 3. This will be near about 1. Okay, and now we have calculated the value of alpha. Then we can calculate the value of dissociation constant, that is k is equal to c alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. This will be c is equal to 0.025 into 0.111 into 0.111 upon 1 minus 0.111, and after calculation you will get near about 3. There will be 344, and it will be 3.67 into 10 to power 4. Okay, 10 to power 1, 2, 3 minus 4. This is the value of k. Okay, then this way we calculated the value of k, value of alpha. Then next day we will see some more question on this. Thank you, have a nice day.